For 10 years, my lake cabin had been my escape from the noise of everyday life. Every sunrise reminded me why I'd worked so hard to build this peaceful place. I never imagined someone would try to take it from me. Life here was simple. Fishing in the mornings, hiking during the afternoons, and quiet evenings by the fire. It was everything I wanted in a home away from home. That peaceful afternoon changed the moment a black SUV pulled into my driveway. The woman stepping out looked like she owned the entire neighborhood. She didn't introduce herself or even say hello. Instead, she pointed at my cabin and announced that her son deserved it more than I did. She claimed the HOA wanted younger families living near the lake. According to her, I should simply sell the cabin to them at a discount. I smiled and politely declined. My answer was simple. This cabin wasn't for sale, and it never would be. She stormed back to her SUV and immediately started making phone calls. Whatever she was planning, I knew this conversation wasn't over. The next morning, several HOA board members showed up at my gate. They carried clipboards as though they were about to inspect property they didn't own. They presented a stack of notices claiming my cabin violated new community standards. Something about the paperwork didn't feel right. Instead of reacting emotionally, I decided to read every page carefully. If they want to fight, I would answer with facts, not anger. I spent the entire evening reading every page they had handed me. The more I looked, the more obvious it became that something wasn't adding up. My cabin had been built years before the HOA even existed. Their rules simply didn't apply to my land. The next morning, I visited the county records office. I wanted official proof before making my next move. Within minutes, the clerk confirmed exactly what I suspected. My property had never been part of the HOA. To be absolutely certain, I met with a real estate attorney. He reviewed every document with a smile that told me everything. He explained that the HOA had no legal authority over my cabin. Their notices carried no real weight unless I chose to believe them. Meanwhile, the HOA board celebrated what they believed was another easy victory. They had no idea their entire plan rested on a false assumption. Instead of arguing, I organized every letter, every notice, and every email. Good records often speak louder than angry words. To remove every possible doubt, I hired a licensed surveyor. His measurements matched the county records perfectly. Now I had certified documents, legal advice, and an official survey on my side. The HOA had started this battle, but they had no idea I was about to answer with something they would never forget. A week later, I was ready. Every permit had been approved, every document had been verified, and every step I planned was completely lawful. Construction crews arrived right on schedule. They weren't blocking public roads. They were building a fence entirely on my own property. Linda couldn't believe what she was seeing. The same person she tried to intimidate was now exercising his own property rights. The fence surrounded the HOA office exactly as the approved plans allowed. Every measurement followed the legal survey down to the last inch. Someone called the sheriff's office, hoping to stop the project. After reviewing my permits, the deputies confirmed everything was perfectly legal. The HOA challenged my actions in court. But certified records always speak louder than assumptions. After carefully reviewing every document, the judge reached a clear conclusion. The law was on my side from the very beginning. The case ended as quickly as it had begun. The HOA learned that property rights work both ways. Life soon returned to normal. The lake was quiet again, and my cabin remained exactly where it belonged. Home. Sometimes the best response isn't anger. It's knowing your rights and handling every challenge with patience and preparation. In the end, respect for the law protected everything I had worked so hard to build. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more incredible HOA stories every week. Also, tell us in the comments, where are you watching from? We'd love to hear from you.